Hello, I'm Refashionista Sherry, and today is my birthday. I am 49 and feeling fine. Now, this is actually still part of my 30 days of refashions challenge for my birthday month, but today we're not refashioning clothes or anything like that. Today, I'm sharing how I refashioned me. And every year on my birthday, I do try to share something kind of personal, and I will link down below for you guys to all of those videos and posts so you can, have a look if you're so interested. And yeah, today I thought I would share my kind of healthy journey that I've been on for the past little while. And, the kind of stuff I eat, the workouts I do, and how I kind of feel so great at the ripe old age of 49. As so many people tell me, I am just so old now. I'm so old. Life is over. But I'm here to tell you, life is just freaking beginning. So let's get started. So I will be sharing some rather awesome workout videos of myself, as well as the exact workouts that I do. They are all available on YouTube for free, so that's great. If you want to do them yourself, you can. But first, I thought we would take a little tour of my fridge and cupboard so you can see exactly the kind of stuff that I eat, every day. And full disclosure here, I don't have a diet. I don't really believe in diets. I was bulimic and anorexic for many, many years, so dieting is definitely not my friend at all. I am, though, unfortunately suffering from celiac, and I'm lactose intolerant, so I cannot have gluten, and of course anything with lactose is also a no-no, and wonderfully too, I have IBS, so I do have to watch what I do put into my body. Otherwise I tend to be camping out in the bathroom terribly. Anyway, so things that I absolutely do not eat are beef and pork. It's nothing to do with religious stuff, of course, because I'm an atheist. It's just, I just don't like them. They don't sit well in my tummy. I also don't drink alcohol because, again, doesn't sit well. And yeah, I stopped drinking years ago because it always made me sick. So anyway, let's jump into the tour of my fridge. Here's my fridge, and I'm just curious, does anyone else decorate their fridge with a bunch of funky magnets and pictures and stuff? Or, is it just me? Like this, I love this so much. Anyway, so let's open the fridge. La la! Okay, you can see here, my fridge is kind of bigger than the space here, so I can't quite open the doors all the way, which is fine. Okay, so first, let's look here at the top shelf, and it does look kind of empty, but this is all like water and then homemade iced tea. We drink a lot of water in this house. And then I have my pre-washed and chopped lettuce because we always have a salad every day. And these, yes, they are bones, but they are not for me or my kiddo or anyone else. They're for Jack. Mr. Jack gets a fresh bone every single day because he does eat meat. Now, again, here we have, look, more water and some pickles and some jams. And this here is like my favorite thing, I think, in my fridge. This is our leftovers basket. And anything that needs to be eaten or is a leftover goes in this basket. So we can have, like today for lunch, we're gonna finish off that salad. And that's a sauce down there. I'll probably use it for tonight's dinner. Here we are to the more exciting area, and because my veggie crisper is always full because we eat so many vegetables, I have an extra basket here that is just full of fresh vegetables, and whenever we can, we do get the imperfect ones. I shall link down below for my review of the Food Fund Odd Bunch Veggie Box imperfect veggie delivery for you guys. Okay, here We have our cleaned and washed grapes, so whoever wants any can just, you know, grab a bowl full there. And here we have tofu natto, which if you don't know what that is, I shall link to what that is. It's like one of my favorite Japanese foods. And of course, our miso is here. And as I said, this is all more veggies in here. Down here we have fruits, and in the bottom is, not very exciting, tortillas, a bit of vegan cheese, and of course the milk in a bag, because my kiddo can have lactose, so she has normal milk. And up here, you know, just tahini, mayo, sauces, you know, all the regular kind of fridge door kind of stuff. Oh look, more water, and of course we have my milk, kiddo's milk. All right, okay, let's open up the freezer here, and there's a bunch of ice packs for my migraines, some ice cubes, frozen bananas for doing smoothies, some pre-chopped garlic, and I think, yes, spring onions here, our ginger we keep in the freezer, and yeah, gluten-free bread, some potatoes, some fries for quickness, frozen veggies. Here's some of my dog bones, of course, because we buy them in bulk so we can always have them on hand, and of course a lot of meatless stuff, veggie burgers, etc., etc. Now moving on to the cupboard. Look at that. We have a whole bunch of noodles, pasta, beans, of course, gluten-free stuff, lentils, a lot of rice noodles, all of our oils live there as well. Next, we have our kind of morning-ish cupboard here. So we have all of our bread, and my gluten-free bagels live there. Of course, gluten-free rice cakes, peanut butter and honey, coffee, toaster, lots of different teas, and a whole bunch of different crackers and stuff up there for snacks. Speaking of snacks, like when I say I don't kind of police myself, I really don't. So up here we have our basket full of crisps and chips, and here's Mr. Jack's treats. Then moving down here, we have, you know, the popcorn, the breadsticks, all of this kind of stuff. And again, clearly I don't eat the stuff I can't eat. A lot of this is my kiddos, but what I can eat, I absolutely do. Then over here, I found this at the thrift store and of course washed it thoroughly, but I call this my candy shop. And whenever I am feeling like I need, you know, something sweet, I come here, and it's got all of my favorite little candies in here just waiting for me. So I just want to share that my very awesome upcycled ladder pot rack is still going strong, and I shall link the tutorial down below for you guys. But here is something that is an absolute staple in our diet, and that is potatoes. And yeah, here's my potato holder in my kitchen. It's actually just a plant holder that I got at the thrift store, but it works absolutely fantastically. We also use a lot of garlic and onions in our cooking, and that's why those are just always out and ready for action. So in addition to not really limiting myself to any kind of specific diet at home, we also, you know, enjoy a good fast food every now and again. And now and again, I mean like once a week, maybe 3 times a month, I guess. And it's really not that big a deal. We really love chicken shawarma. We can even head to the Golden Arches if we want to. You know, there are gluten and lactose-free options for me there. It's all about kind of, you know, moderation, but not too much. Because as I said, I was bulimic and anorexic for many years, and yeah, it took me a long time to start eating properly again. And even now I still struggle sometimes when, you know, those yucky voices start going in my head, and if I kind of look at myself at certain angles, you get in your head sometimes. And so that's why it's so important to just choose, you know, healthy choices. And by healthy choices, I mean what's healthy, like for you, not what's healthy for me is healthy for you. That's not necessarily true. And if you're happy in your own body, this is the most important thing. You know, I mean, now when I look at myself in the mirror, I feel great. And it is such a change from when I was in my 20s and my 30s and my teens, and I would look in the mirror and I was so skinny, and I hated myself. I absolutely hated myself. And again, that comes from the environment I was raised in, as well as, you know, being a model. That really did not help, as I was given loads of tips and tricks for how to not eat, basically, or the best ways to make myself throw up, which all of these things are really not good things to be teaching anyone. You know. Anyway, if you would like, I can do a whole video about that. Just let me know if you're interested, and I can really dig a lot deeper if you'd like to know about that kind of dark and unpleasant part of my life. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, okay, sorry about that. I just had to go compose myself. Anyway, let's talk about the workouts now. Now, believe it or not, I have tried, I mean, so many different YouTube workouts, and I'm so thrilled that I finally found a workout YouTuber that actually works for me and makes me feel great. Like, I am excited to do my workout every day. And the rest days, I'm excited for those too. But I actually, last year, I tried intermittent fasting for like an entire year. I did it from June until June, and nothing happened. Nothing, except I was really kind of in the mornings, because I did the 16-8, and so I was, you know, really hungry in the morning and the evening. And for a whole year I did this, and it did absolutely nothing for me. Plus, in addition to that, I was doing workouts every day, and it just wasn't working at all. So again, sometimes it takes a while to figure out what exactly works for you. And what works for me, as I said, is pretty much eating what I want to eat, as long as it doesn't upset my body and my tummy and my bowels. And Chloe Ting's workouts. I absolutely love her. I am so happy with the changes that I am seeing. I feel so much stronger. And, you know, the clothes that over that year of intermittent fasting that actually got tighter on me are now fitting me, or they're a little bit loose. So the things that I was wearing a couple of years ago that, you know, didn't really fit me quite as well anymore are now fitting me great again. And it's all thanks to Chloe Ting. And I just love her workout so much. She just really, it's a really nice pace to everything. Every exercise gets switched up. I mean, I'll link down below to her website. She has so many different kind of 2-week, 3-week, 4-week challenges on there. Her videos themselves are just absolutely fantastic, and you will sweat and you will feel sore the next day, but it is absolutely worth it. Plus, I really like how she delivers her content. You know, it is very kind of gentle. She has a very lovely, gentle voice, and it's encouraging. Plus, every single video has countdowns and lets you know how many seconds are left in this one exercise, which sometimes you really want to know. How much longer do I have to do this? You know, 10 seconds never feels so long as when you are doing like plank up and downs or something like that. Anyway, so again, I shall link to Chloe Ting's wonderful site down below, and you can go experience her fantastic workouts yourself. Now, a lot of the workouts she does, she has 2 versions, and you know, the kind of lighter version is really, really great when you're first starting out. But then once you start, you know, building up those muscles, then you can switch to doing the kind of harder versions. And it feels like such an accomplishment when you're able to finally do those ones. Now, I did actually take about a month and a half off of doing my workouts. First, because I went to do my dental tourism in Mexico. Then when I came back, I got COVID and I broke my toe. So I had, you know, a good month and a half in there where I couldn't really do anything. Although in Mexico, of course, I did do a bunch of swimming, but that doesn't really count. But anyway, I am now back to it and super happy, and I'm just gonna continue. You know, there's so many workouts on her channel. There's so many of these challenges that she does where she's basically your personal trainer, which these are the ones that I love the best because I know exactly what I'm going to be doing from day to day. Plus there are the lovely rest days in there. So, you know, okay, good. After 3 more days, I get to just chill out and have a rest day. Now, let's get to what everybody wants to see, which is me being all sweaty and gross and looking hilarious doing the exercises. As you can see, I work out in my little basement studio office. This is also where I shoot all of my tutorials and do all of my work on my computer. I also like to work out wearing men's boxer briefs because they are super duper comfortable. And of course, Jack is always there to lend a hand. So here are my results from June to September 2022. Now, I do not weigh myself because that's a trigger for me, but I do take my measurements, and as you can see, I definitely transformed some of that excess weight into muscle. I lost 1 centimeter on my upper arms, 2 centimeters on my chest back area, 4 centimeters on my waist, 6 centimeters on my hips, and 5 centimeters on my thighs. So I am very, very happy, and yeah, let's keep building that muscle. I hope you enjoyed this little dive into my healthy lifestyle and fitness journey for my 49th birthday. Tomorrow, we are right back into the DIYs and upcycles for my 30 days of refashions. And if you want to get yourself a little gift for my birthday, pop on over to refashionistasherry.com and check out my e-courses, my e-books, shop my closet, or grab yourself a Refashionista box, and that's where I make something just for you and to your measurements, all of this lovely stuff, and ship it off. And it's wonderful and cool, and I actually have a video all about that, so I'll link that down below for you too, so you can check it out. Try before you buy. Anyway, happy birthday to me, and until tomorrow, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on the zigzag. Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.